In today's Financially Speaking, we're talking business. I mean, big business, specifically what it takes to fund and grow your business. Here to talk about it is Amanda Webster. She's the COO of Fund and Grow. Amanda, business owners are out there. What kind of funding is available for them right now? Because, small businesses, even to big businesses, but mainly small businesses are really the heart of America. What's out there for them?
So there's a lot of things, Mitch. It's just a matter of the cost of capital, right? So you have your traditional funding, you have your VC funding, you have, you can use your personal funds, you have business credit, which is my favorite, but it's all about the cost of capital and what can they qualify for. And right now, I think that's the biggest issue is a lot of small businesses just don't qualify for what they call traditional financing in the business world.
All right. And I imagine there are pros and cons to all of those. Am I right?
Oh yeah, there's always, how can you use it? What can it be, restricted from? What is the interest rate? What's the term? How long is it going to be available? Do I have to reapply? Like you have to kind of look at every single piece of those terms to see what's going to make sense for your business. But you also want to make sure that you have multiple offers. You shouldn't just rely on one type of funding so you don't run out.
Yes, always options, because when you run out of options, you just grab anything. So that makes sense. Do I need to be the personal guarantee for that type of credit?
A lot of times, yes, especially in the beginning, but don't let that deter you because that just means that your business hasn't been built up enough to be trusted on its own, right? So just like when you're 18, you had to build your credit score, same thing in business, you got to build trust with the lenders. So you may need a personal guarantee for a lot of funding in the beginning, but if that's not forever necessarily.
Do they need to, is there ways that they can work to get to that point, or is it just a matter of keep doing what you're doing and just show a good history of actually paying your bills and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely building in history. I use the rule of five. So typically to really get that unlocked, it's going to be 5 million in business, 5 years in business, and 5 years of building up the credit and the history within that business to really get to that commercial lending that doesn't have a PG, that's not, non-recourse. And it's a great place to be. I mean, obviously, some people can get there quicker if they just have a really big boom of business and they end up in the tens of millions in revenue. They might be able to get around it a little bit quicker, but in the beginning, it's everybody.
That makes sense. And can you reduce or eliminate the need for a personal guarantee?
Absolutely. Once you've done, your time, you can go back to those lenders if you still have those lines open and ask them to remove that. And now the EIN has its own credit, and you can kind of use that just like you would on your personal Social Security.
All right, asking for a friend, but what if my credit is bad? Can I still actually come to Fund and Grow and actually get some help?
Yeah, absolutely. Even if you're not 100% our, client avatar perfectly qualified, we have a lot of resources we can give clients to make sure that they not only know where they are in their credit journey, but where they need to be and how to get there. We may not be able to solve everything, but we can definitely give them the education on what they need to do to get there for sure.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, so now, much like when I go out and I buy a car, every time they check my credit, I get a ding or whatever. Before I come to you and you said, hopefully you'll have different options. Is that also a factor? I mean, do you want to just cast a wide net, or do you want to do your research on those sort of things when you know that you have a better chance? Is there a way that we can find out if we have a better chance to get one loan outside of another or anything like that, of that sort?
Oh yeah, we focused on strategy because you do not want a bunch of hard inquiries sitting on your credit on the personal side ever. We do soft pulls for our clients to be able to look at them, but definitely ask those questions. If you're going anywhere and looking for any type of funding, ask the question, are you going to pull my credit? Is it a hard pull? And be prepared, because sometimes a lender is going to shop you to multiple and you're going to get all these different inquiries and your is going to be negatively impacted, and you actually might get to the point where you don't qualify anymore.
Okay. So basically, it sounds like the gist of it, what you're saying is that, we as a we need to make sure our personal finances are looking good. We have good credit for personally and not necessarily the business, but it'll start there. That's pretty much what you're saying, correct?
Yeah, a lot of lenders leverage the personal are responsible and you're worth the risk, even though it's a brand new business or a lower revenue business. So it's definitely good to be in a healthy position, and also hopefully not double dipping, right? Don't be using your personal, financing to fund your business, because that's going to hurt you on both sides. So definitely having a healthy profile is going to make you win on both sides. So it's an amazing place to be. And that's what we love educating our clients on.
Well, we are proud to announce that Amanda and her team at Fund and Grow will be featured on Daily Flash in the coming weeks. It's time for us to talk business. So get ready. It's the new segment's called Fund and Grow, Financially Speaking, right here on Daily Flash.